Hello everybody, welcome back to Before Your Eyes Part 3, which I'm pretty sure will be the finale to this game. Hopefully you've enjoyed it so far, and if you like the content that I'm making, you should hit that big red subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell so that you get notified for any of the content that I post. It's a pretty cool feature, if I do say so myself. Anyway, Before Your Eyes, I'm wearing the same shirt. You probably noticed that, and yes, I literally am filming part 3 literally not even 5 minutes after I finished filming part 2. I'm just trying to crank this out, get this done. So where we're currently at is, if you haven't seen part 2, you need to go watch it, because I'm about to spoil what happens in part 2. So in part 2, you learned that music really isn't your thing. You went and you snuck out and you stayed overnight at the beach with Chloe. Chloe confessed that she actually really likes hanging out with you, which surprised her because apparently she has a little bit of internal family struggles. She never specifies what those are, but she has some parental issues that made her think that she wouldn't really have any fun hanging out with anybody. But then she was like, oh, I have fun hanging out with you, so that's awesome. And then you learned that music isn't really your thing, and then you get sick, apparently stay inside for an entire year because of how sick you got, and you discover that art is actually what's your real thing, and then you fly away off on art, start making big bucks, and then your mom dies. And that's really sad, and it just happens out of nowhere, and then you get so just like in shock, you just kind of shut down and go bankrupt and move back home after you move to Greece for art stuff. So that's basically where we're at, and now we've snapped back out of our kind of life flashback, and we're back on the boat with the storyteller dude, and we are entering the gate of the gatekeeper tower, and that's where we're at. So we are just going to hit resume on this bad boy, and here we go.
I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper.
Oh.
Once they try that,
awesome,
they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
I don't really know if that's your problem, though. It's
I'll be back to get you once I'm done.
Kind of on them for trying to lie. So is the questions that he asked me, like, is that supposed to test me on, like, if I saw the story for what it really is, or if I tried to glorify myself? So am I going to be like, was that a test? Like, is there like a right, wrong answers on them? And like, I'm going to find out if I gauged what actually happened in my life as what it really was. This is intense.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
Okay.
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as glass.
You think I'm lying?
So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Okay. Let's go back and find the truth. I'm assuming this is probably when I find out what actually happened with that phone call and what actually happened with the creepy door with like the growling. Okay, not that.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy?
You know, my father once told me when I was about your age.
Yeah, I guess it's not that. This?
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that? Keep your eyes open.
What if I
Need to see.
What if I can't? I'm trying to. I'm also like, oh man. So what happens?
I'm getting it. Hello?
So what actually
Yes, of course.
happened?
This is Elle, his daughter.
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
Interesting. So my mom's father died. So
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
So my grandpa died, and
Did you just say?
she
This
realized
isn't a trip down memory lane. I need...
she realized that she hadn't
Yes, I understand.
done what her dad wanted
Let's
to.
keep going.
So that's probably why she like kind of exuded these kinds of like pressure into me, because it's taking that issue that she had in her life and pushing that towards me to try to get me to do what she couldn't. I can't hold my eyes open. We'll just skip forward.
Let's try this again.
Okay. What is that sound? I feel like it's like a dog. Is that blood? Blood's like dripping from something.
Keep your eyes open.
I did. Okay. So what happens now? Blink at that. Oh, that's what happened to my cat?
Cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
So that's what happened to my cat, is it got eaten by coyotes.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom,
Stay here?
anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So
Okay. So that like wasn't like a sign from the thing to say stay here. Okay.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking.
What else? Well, this is new.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep my eyes open this time. Okay, I did it. Made it through the timer. So what happens now? Why
I
won't...
need to hear what they're saying. Really try to recall it. Try closing your eyes. It might help you remember.
What's the point?
Oh.
What do you mean? What's the point? What's the point?
So I'm supposed to keep my eyes closed
What
for
does that
this?
mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick.
Yes, I did.
You howled at the moon at the top of your lungs.
So I guess I was upset, like, I don't know. Oh, that's why I was at the beach that night, because I like heard something from my parents that just frustrated me. And so I was out here trying to like get that anger out.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker
They
than
said a year.
healthy kids are supposed to get.
Yep.
Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this.
So it turns out I have a lot of like suppressed memories that I didn't enjoy from when I was a kid.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Mm-hmm. And then I started painting. Oh.
Try writing with it.
Maybe.
Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics.
Lyrics? So you did more than just composing like more classical stuff. So artsy.
Exactly. It was very artsy.
I'm a sassy boy.
Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius.
Okay. What do I write about?
Why don't you write
bro?
the story of your life so far? And then what
That's
you're
quite
gonna
the
do
story.
once you get better.
The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. His childhood was a lonely one. That's what I said. Growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. That's what the guy was saying when we were approaching the freaking tower. His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
Man, this is
Oh, hi,
wild.
Chloe.
You really got into this, didn't you?
Yes, I wrote my whole life story.
Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day.
I'm wondering if that guy got mad at me because the game anticipates me answering like the lie, like the more glorious things about my life. But what if, boom, I saw like right through it and I already know what this crap is about and I know how to gauge myself properly. I'm wondering if that's why the guy like blew up at me, is like, you lied and the gatekeeper's gonna see right through you. Like, I'm wondering if that part was programmed in just to anticipate the
I'd
game
be so annoyed.
taking just the surface level information from that part
Your story the other night. I know. I
and
promised
thinking
myself
that you'll
I wouldn't,
answer
but
with the more
really love
superficial
to read it if you'd let
answers.
me. What do you say? You know
But-
I'm such a big fan of anything you do. I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay,
Did my mom not like actually love me?
I'll talk to you. Hey, B.
Is that why I had such a hard
Should've
time
known that
speaking at her
Mom
funeral?
loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought
So she read my story and realized
I mean, look at this.
what I actually viewed her
Child was
as,
a lonely one.
and she kind of realized that she was pushing what she had from her father onto me.
Certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words.
Aww. What? Benjamin Bryn was a loser. He was the worst Bryn to ever live. He didn't even try to fight the disease inside him. It's getting like red. Am I just getting like angry? He just laid down and died. Did I die?
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
So I guess I almost died, but then they rushed me to the hospital and I was probably okay. I'm supposing this is like, this thing is supposed to represent
So if he's ever
my
in pain,
sickness.
Ever in pain, all
I
he
have
needs
to do this again.
All he needs to do is press that red button, and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
Dang. So then I got drugged up with this weird device and I just push it when I hurt. I have meds and everything. So I was like really sick.
Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now.
Oh. I'm assuming
Yes.
my dad's talking to my mom's boss right now. Yeah.
Very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Dang.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already.
Yeah. Sorry, but no.
Buddy, did you just throw something?
Yeah, I did, because my friend thinks that I'm faking my sickness when I have this freaking drug thing, like, attached to me.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right
Does that
back
say
to
the
me.
passing day?
So,
That's a weird G
wondering
if
if
that's
maybe you could do that.
passing.
try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
This is crazy. This is kind of heavy.
Wait, is that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
You look tired, man.
Good plan B. She's listening.
I guess my mom went through some crap. This is really sad. And now I'm in pain again. Can I eat my food, take my meds, take more meds, drink my juice? Wait, I thought my cat died. Maybe this was before that. Or maybe it wasn't like my cat that died, but maybe I saw just a bunch of cats die. Like neighborhood cats.
Okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor...
And now I'm in pain again. This is like... Wow. Another missed call from Chloe.
What do you mean she hasn't been over? Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No.
Is that what happened to Chloe?
Do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Her mom
Okay, I'm calling
passed
now.
away, I'm assuming, or left. It's getting closer. This is intense. Whoa.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot? Does it look like I'm faking this to you?
Do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that.
What am I writing?
Hey, what are you looking at? Don't
I'm
look up there. Look at me.
writing things on the ceiling.
Talking to you.
Oh, I'm gonna write stay here. Oh, this is sad. This is what, like, got written in the constellations when we were, like, on the beach.
Give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe
Interesting.
if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close
Okay.
your eyes now, okay?
Okay. The sound design is really good too. It's very directional and spatial. Dear weird neighbor kid, you are my first love. I didn't blink. What did the rest of that say? Oh, dude. This is getting harder for me to... Oh. Oh, dear. I was
What is
really
that?
sick.
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again.
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
You know, I learned that when you're
do you like
sad, it actually helps more to listen to sad music than it does to
love
happy
everything
music
you do.
because that's what you're
do you
relating to
like about
more.
it?
Not this
Just a
old
fun
crap.
fact. So if you're
on.
feeling sad, don't try to cheer yourself
I'm
up by
waiting.
listening to happy stuff.
No,
Just let
it
it
made
happen
me
and listen to
feel
some
like-
sad crap for a bit.
Like,
I've done it before and it helps.
Like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
Oh my gosh. This thing is relentless. Here we go again. Oh. I'm getting weaker because, like, last time I took my... Hi there. You're right up in my face. Could you imagine playing this with like VR?
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
I'm gonna die! How close was I to dying? Or did I actually die and was the rest of my life a fake?
I've wondered if I'm just...
Did I actually just die in my
I
youth?
just don't have grand enough words.
And none of the rest of that actually happened?
But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated.
You know, I think you're right. Get rid of that thesaurus.
Just what to tell her.
Because, yeah, grand stories are indeed overrated.
Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me.
Okay. Is she gonna take the shape of my little toy boat?
Don't worry. We got this.
So is this where the story gets like a happy, uplifting ending instead of like the sad stuff? Music is starting to sound uplifting, so maybe there's a point to all of that. I'm assuming that this little part of the cutscene takes a while because they kind of just want you to sit there and just kind of think on everything that's happened so far. Just give you a little pondering time to chew on. Is that my cat? It's my cat. Oh.
Wish me luck.
Except she has just like one eyeball and weird tail stuff.
Before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
So I did die. The painting, all of that was...
She's ready to hear your story.
All of that never happened.
You know, I never told you how much
I
love
died.
the story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or...
I don't want to blink, I want to listen to this.
So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then...
No,
He was just 11 years old.
Oh.
He got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up
a story of the great life he thought
They're
he
telling
wanted to
the
live,
same story.
which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his
neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how,
even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them of exactly who they were.
after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed.
Oh my gosh.
Go on. You know what to do.
Oh, yeah, I have to put my cursor over this before I can close my eyes.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
my gosh. Wow.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0.
Oh my gosh, that's... So, I never was a painter. My mom never died. I was the one that died. And I was only 11 or 12 when I died. I wasn't sick for a year. That sickness was the end of me. But the whole point of this... It's so sad, but like it's really heartwarming at the same time. Like the whole point of the story is that maybe... At least one point I got from it is that maybe you shouldn't look forward to what you have to do for your life to be good. And maybe there's a lot more little things. This is making me like emotional. Like maybe there's a lot more little things that you've done for other people that you don't even realize. So, yeah. That's the end of Before Your Eyes, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and I really hope that the story resonated with you guys just as much as it resonated with me, because oh dang, that's powerful. But if you liked it, make sure you leave a like on the video and make sure to stay tuned for the other videos that I'm gonna make. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.